guess I'm stuck forever by the glue. Oh, and
February, the shortest month that somehow felt like the longest. 28 days of pure chaos, work, events, and trying to keep up with life while still finding little moments to take care of myself. It's been busy, overwhelming, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Viana. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I've been really leaning into a lucky girl syndrome lately. This idea that good things are always fighting me, even when I feel like I'm barely holding it together. And the craziest part, the more I believe it, the more it feels true. February came in fast, event after event, barely any time to breathe. But honestly, I kind of love it. There's this weird confidence that kicks in when you're running on adrenaline. Like, alright, let's do this. Walking into these rooms used to feel intimidating, but now I remind myself I belong here. I've worked hard to get here, and the funny thing is, once you start talking to people, you realize everyone feels the same way. Just trying to navigate the chaos and make meaningful connections. It's not about having it all figured out. It's all about showing up, being yourself, and trusting that you're exactly where you're meant to be. There's something about being around creative people that makes me feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Even if I'm running on coffees and matcha and blind confidence. This life, this job is chaotic, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I feel so lucky to even be in these rooms, surrounded by people who just get it. Lately, I've found myself at these fancy dinners with beauty brands, places I never really imagined I would be, if I'm being honest. The vibe is always so elegant with candles flickering on every table, soft music in the background, or sometimes really fun music. And people who are clearly at the top of their game in the beauty world. It's surreal to be in the same room with influencers, makeup artists, and creatives who are all so passionate about what they do. But it's also one of those moments where you realize we're all just trying to connect, learn, and grow. There's something so genuine about these interactions, at least for me, in my experience. You walk in thinking you're just a guest, but you leave feeling like part of something bigger. And with February being all about love, it feels extra special to get pampered by beauty brands, indulging in the most relaxing treatments that remind me to slow down and show a little love to myself. It's the perfect mix of self-care and connection. And then there's work. This month was a crash course in balance. Like, how many deadlines can I juggle without totally losing my mind? Some days I'm in my productivity era, crossing things off the list, filming video after video in a row, answering emails like a girl boss, and other days I'm literally just staring at my laptop. Both versions of me are doing their best, and honestly, I'm learning to be okay with that. I feel so lucky to call this my job, to wake up every day and create. Even when it's stressful, even when I'm doubting myself, this life is everything I used to dream about. Valentine's Day this year was definitely a mix of all kinds of love. I make space for romantic love, self-love, and of course, friendship. My friend Phoebe hosted the cutest Galentine's Day for the girls. A reminder that love isn't just about romance. Sometimes it's about the strong bonds we share, the inside jokes, and those little moments that remind us why we're so lucky to have each other. I love splitting fries with my girls. We went out to eat, ordered way too much food, and ended up talking for hours about life, love, and how none of us really have it all figured out. And that's what I love about friendships, the way they remind you that you're not navigating this messy life alone. I love my Galentine's dates this year. But if there's one thing I've really been trying to prioritize this year, it's us. My partner and I both have busy schedules, and it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle, just coexisting instead of actually spending time together. So this month, I've been trying to be more intentional, going on little coffee dates and date nights, cooking dinner together, even just having those random deep conversations or just laughing at the most random things that somehow always happen at 1 a.m. And speaking of lucky, I truly feel like the lucky girl to have someone who's always in my corner, cheering me on, grounding me when I'm spiraling, and loving me exactly as I am. It's that kind of unwavering support and love that makes me feel like I've got everything I need to keep moving forward with confidence. My boyfriend and I are total foodies, and we've got this rule: if we can't decide what to order, we just get it all. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things about us. Like this one late night dessert date, we couldn't pick just one, so we went ahead and ordered 3 different desserts for the 2 of us. It's like we're always on a mini food adventure together, and the best part, we get to share everything. I think it's just better that way when you're sharing it with someone who gets your cravings. Whether we're grabbing coffee, strolling through the streets in the snow, or having late night K-barbecue, it always feels like the perfect moment. I seriously feel like the lucky girl because we get to live this crazy, exciting life together in one of the best cities in the world. It's not about anything huge, it's the little things, like cooking up some K-barbecue and laughing over the grill, that make me realize how lucky I am to have him by my side. We're just living our best life together, right here in NYC. And then my boyfriend surprised me with Broadway tickets for Valentine's Day. The Great Gatsby. He told me we were going to get dinner. You guys, I was so surprised I dropped my bag. There's something about live theater that just feels like magic. The kind that makes you forget how exhausted you are and just lets you feel. Sitting there wrapped up in the story, holding hands in the dark, I couldn't help but think how lucky I am. Not just to have someone who surprises me, but someone who sees me. Someone who remembers the little things and finds ways to make me feel special without me ever having to ask. If you like the Great Gatsby movie, you have to go see the show. It's so incredible. It was so lively. We loved it. February taught me that rest isn't something you have to earn. Slowing down doesn't make you lazy, it makes you human. I'm still learning how to be gentle with myself, how to trust that the universe is always working in my favor, even when everything feels overwhelming. And I know that lucky girl syndrome isn't about pretending life is perfect, because let's be real, life is never perfect. But it's about choosing to believe that good things are always coming. because they are. So here's to February, the month that reminded me how lucky I am, even in the chaos. March, I know you're bringing good things, so let's do this.